Hey guys, what's up? Spencer. Topic 3 coming out. Um, so pretty much this week is how did we come out and the steps we took with coming out to people. Um, I it actually took me a long time to come out. I was contemplating it for about 2 years. I did a whole bunch of research and did a whole bunch of um, YouTube searching, document searching, movie searching, documentary searching. I did as much as I could on finding out more about transgender and transsexual and genderqueer and um, the gender fluid that it is. And I I finally came out after about 2 years of research, and I came out probably about 6 months ago. First person I actually came out to was my girlfriend, who um, it was kind of funny because before we even dated, we were just really good friends. One of the first conversations that we really had, she asked me what pronouns I preferred, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" At this time, I was still identifying female, and I was like, "Well, female, of course. I'm a girl." And I was kind of still in the questioning stage, and then finally, a couple months after that happened, I, you know, said, I think I'm transgender, and I wanna I want a little bit of help with you as well as do a little bit more research, but I'm pretty sure I am. It took me just a little while after that I came out to her that I decided that I'm going to come out to everyone, and I I told I mentioned it to work, my work, just by what would you guys do if I switched my name around and went by male pronouns? And they're like, oh yeah, I could see it definitely, if, maybe it's not, like, not say not normal, but they're like, it's not a big deal. They're really cool about it. My family, I came out to my dad and his girlfriend, who is really close. I'm really close to her. I came out to her or them two. I first sent them a video of Aiden's documentary. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Aiden is. He is living out on the West Coast, and he has a story as part of the Pride Project, and he's been a huge influence on me. But I took his documentary, put it on my Facebook, and said, "Hey, will you watch this? I kind of have something to tell you." My dad was super cool about it, and he was the one I feared telling the most. Um, because he always wished for a little girl, and he always wanted a little girl, and even growing up, I wasn't the little girl that I felt like he wanted. And I because I was always into the boy stuff, and I always, liked to go fishing and go four wheeling and dirt biking and hunting and all that stuff. But I told him, and he, the first thing after he watched that video, I called him the next day, and I was like, "Hey, I got something to tell you." And he goes, "What's the new name?" And I told him, and he's like, "All right, I like it." I was like, "Yeah, I kept it, for the family thing, I kept it my middle name." And he's like, "All right, yeah, cool." Um, and it was very emotional. I cried, he cried, and then the biggest part of that conversation I'll never forget is he said, "I want to be at every surgery, every doctor's appointment possible." He goes, "I want to be there for you." He goes, "Whatever makes you happy makes you happy," um, which to me it means the world to me. Like, I couldn't have had it go any better with him. And then I called my birth mom, and I don't really talk to her. I don't have the greatest relationship with her, just with some things in the past. I'm working on it though. She's okay with it, having a hard time. I haven't seen her since. Oh, jeez, I don't even know. It's been a while since I've seen her, and now I'm a little over a month on hormones, and I'm probably gonna meet up with her maybe this weekend or something, cause she'll be up in the cities. So yeah, she's okay with it. I mean, she took it hard, but she's getting there. They're all understanding about it. Um, my friends, I pretty much changed all my stuff on Facebook, and I know that really sounds stupid, but a lot of people just found out via Facebook. My close friends, I told before I invited them out to lunch, and I was like, "Hey, I got something to tell you." I only have a few close friends, Um, and I invited them out to lunch and pretty much told them they're all really cool with it. Or else texting, they might have texted me saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And, I'm like, "Here, check out my YouTube channel," or we can go out to lunch or something. And they were all really cool about it. Some of the friends that I actually grew up with, who I would consider my brothers, growing up, they're really close to me. They A few of them kind of turned their backs on me, which I expected. But then there was a couple that it means the world to me that they are still here talking to me, and they, "Hey bro, what's up?" or "Hey dude, you want to hang out?" Call me correct name, call me correct pronouns. It's awesome to me to have them be able to turn that over. I've known them since I was in kindergarten, so I was, 5, 6 years old. I've known them for 15 years, and they're so accepting of it all, and it's really awesome. My extended family as well. They all kind of found out via Facebook. I also after I told my parents, I was on Facebook chatting with my grandma. Grandma lives a couple hours away, um, and that she was okay with me identifying as female lesbian. She was fine with that. And so this was, to me, it was like, all right, well, I kind of got that relief off my chest, but it's kind of harder. I told her via Facebook chat, and she kind of guessed it. I was like, I kind of have something to tell the family. I was like, I don't want to do it over Christmas, and I was like, I want to do it before, because this is just a couple weeks before Christmas, and I'm like, she wrote sex change question mark, and I was like, yeah, I guess in layman's terms. um, and so we talked about, and she goes, we're gonna love you no matter what. She goes, it's gonna be hard for us old folks to get used to the name change and stuff. And I'm like, that's fine. So you can call me Ash, not a big deal. I was like, I'll still answer to it. um, but you know, it was really hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. I guess, but the biggest advice I would give is that I would just not warn them in a sense, but maybe send them an email, or send your parents an email, or your friends or something if you think it's going to be hard, or maybe send them a video, like Aiden's video. Aiden's video is very informational and very helpful, and I think a lot of people can relate to it. It's a documentary one about him and his journey of transition, before he even started hormones, I believe, and it's very in depth, and it's very, you get touched, I think, almost by it. How corny that sounds, but I would just, kind of, just brief them on this before you actually tell them. But I definitely think it is something that you need support on. I know a lot of people don't have family support. My brothers don't support me at all. I had some things go on with my brother, actually, and when I told my brothers, my oldest brother, he doesn't talk to me, and my next oldest brother, I only have two brothers, but my oldest brother doesn't talk to me, and then the middle brother, he actually physically hurt me, and so therefore I had to go through some legal system stuff, and I got an order of protection on him, because he decided to lay his hands on me due to my transition, even though in court he denied it. Um, he doesn't agree with it. All of their friends don't agree with it, who I've been really close with growing up, and they're like, I don't care what I don't care what it does to itself, and it's still going to be she to me, it's still going to be my birth name. And, I was like, whatever. I obviously know who my true friends and true family are. I can't be more thankful for the people I live with, though, as well. They have been 100% supportive on everything, been willing to try with everything. But definitely keep your head up. There's a lot of us out here are here to help you. We want to help you, because we know what it's like. We've been there. So don't let things put you down. Just keep your head up, and tomorrow's a new day. Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. See you later.